Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Board Explorer.
And I'm not.
You're the lovely Julia, you know that. We're out on a walk, different walk today, from a change from the border walks, or a supplementary to that. Just fancied today going out locally without having to drive too far. And there's a walk here I've done from different points, but not from this start. So, where are we, Julia?
We're near Lancing College, or the Sussex Pad.
Yeah, the Sussex Pad, which was a pub, I think, from, well, who knows, from probably the 14th century maybe, or something like that. But certainly in the 17th century there was a pub here, and there was a ford crossing at the River Arun. And it's believed that it got its weird name, the Sussex Pad, from the faggots that were placed on the causeway that led up to the old toll bridge, so that you didn't have to go through the marshy mud. Footpads, I suppose. And so we parked up by what was the old farm, Pad's Farm. It burnt down, the pub, in 1905 and was rebuilt in 1906. So that's our starting point down there by the A27. We're on wobbly cam, sorry about that. I am actually going to invest in the new year in a new camera that has stabilisation in it, so I don't have to use a gimbal. I know some people say, well, I don't see the wobbly cam, and then other people say, I can't watch it because it's too wobbly. So you can't win.
Yeah, you can't please everybody, I'm afraid.
So we're
You'll die trying.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to try for a nice little stroll whilst we have some winter sunshine.
Yes.
Sounds good.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Let's go. Forgot to mention that we've got little Joe with us. Hey, little Joe.
Hey, I'm trying to have my nap.
Are you trying to have a nap? We're taking advantage of nap time.
Yes.
Or at least that's what we hope.
That's the aim, the goal.
We have a kissing gate. Oh, but there's a bigger gate.
Oh, yes.
So hopefully
That's
we can get
lovely.
through there. Oh, it's busy, isn't it? We've got the airport behind us, which is probably where you can hear, and a helicopter just went past. You the A27 down there, and Lancing College is surprisingly busy, which is just to our right. So excuse all the noise. This walk should, in theory, take us up towards where the Lancing Windmill once was, and we'll get up to Lancing Ring. But at the moment we're just skirting the college, which is just up here. Now, I didn't bring any other lenses with me. I've only got a wide angle lens, so we can only see the wide angle of it. Did you say again?
I can see a fox walking across the field down there. You'll never see it with the camera. You might see it with that camera.
No, it's too far away.
Gorgeous, big bushy thing.
Big bushy fox.
Big bushy fox, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely. It fits in this setting.
Yes. Yeah, well, of course, we're out in the countryside. That's one of the things I wanted to do. Actually, let's just move into the... Oops, the camera got stuck then. Get into the sunshine where people can actually see us. I just needed today to get into the countryside. I've been doing the Sussex border walk, and it's been good, but I've been in towns and on the shoreline. I just needed to get back into the freedom of the countryside and the open space without too much wind.
You picked a good spot.
Yeah. And you wanted to get out as well.
Desperately needed to.
This whole lockdown business this year is beginning to get on my nerves. And all this rubbishy tier system is now really, I think, taking its toll not just on me and you, but on many people.
Yeah.
So just getting out and breathing some of that lovely fresh air is just so important. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Well, that was
Slightly treacherous.
treacherous. You can't really make it out, but and we couldn't really film so easily because it was both hands on the
On deck.
on the trolley, on the stroller. Are you still awake? Yeah, he's still awake. And it was just slips. Yeah, he's awake. Slip slidey away it was.
Yes.
On the mud.
It's very slick.
Very slick. Yes, we weren't slick. We were
No.
slip.
We were very ungraceful.
Anyway, we've got up to a road now, I think, so that will be a bit easier and our feet won't get so ensconced in the mud. We're at Hoe Court Cottage, and I think this is part of Hoe Court Farm, if I remember rightly. It's a lovely old, what looks like, I don't know, an 18th century cottage here with small windows and lots of teddy bears hanging up in the back, toys and things. Let's just come over here and have a quick look. All over the place. Quite bizarre. Well, it's so much better now on the tarmac rather than the mud.
Slippery, slidey, muddy puddles.
Absolutely. We've just bumped into somebody who I've known from my long distance past, actually, when I used to have an office in Littlehampton, which was called Dance Industry. I don't think they're there now. I'm not sure, actually. I didn't check them out when I was in Littlehampton recently, a chap called Paul. And I used to work with his brother, Nigel. And he's just told me that Nigel's in hospital with COVID and stuff. He now lives in Wales. And he co-directed, really, a mime show I did called Tiny Aeroplanes. And there's another chap called Keith, who was the musician who'd composed the music, which was brilliant music. And I never really, sort of, once I left Littlehampton and the office that I rented there and used to do my mime stuff, I sort of lost touch, you know, you do with people as you move on. I got married and, you know, kids and things like that.
Life happens.
And so it was interesting just bumping into him just now. I did think about filming him, but, you know, he's probably a private person, and so I didn't...
Didn't push it.
Yeah, but, you know, if Nigel's watching, hope you're well and that you get over it all. But anyway, we're slowly progressing up a hill. How are you doing?
Managing. Really unfit.
Need to get out more,
I know,
Julia. It's
I
very
know.
hard, though, because Julia's got these two kids and they're 9 years apart.
Yeah.
And so one's all on the go on the ground, running around, and the other one's all on the go on the computer,
Yeah.
poles apart. And, of course, hubby's got the car, so it's not so easy for you to get out.
No.
I do understand. Should we try a
No.
bit more?
Yeah. Enough of my sob story.
No, it's not a sob story. It's just,
No.
you know, a lot of people in the same boat, I should think.
Yeah. This sign says South Copse, pointing that way. That sign says West Copse, pointing that way. How'd they figure that? You'd have thought West Copse would be that way. Bizarre.
We're now coming up the path that is slowly getting on the top of the hill here, and to our left is where we've often come and taken Elijah one time, I think, and Joe when he was very first born, and sat at the top of the hill that overlooks Lancing,
Yes.
which is to our left. But
Do you know what? That's also the first place we did a video together.
and it's I was just coming on to that.
Oh,
I
sorry.
was just going to say, and just down to the right from there was where we did our first video,
Of the fairy tree.
the fairy tree. Can you imagine? What was that, nearly 2.5 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Nearly
Two-
3 years, actually nearly 3. 2,
Yes, definitely.
because that was about February,
It's
wasn't
been
it?
3 years since I first started watching now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's a
beginning of
worry, isn't it?
December.
So that is just behind us, but when we've gone up there, I never knew there was a track actually behind that point that we used to sit,
Mm.
because we've come up there and had a picnic 1 or 2 times after filming.
Oh, this is that track. No, yeah, I was aware there was one. Oh,
Oh, right.
Click.
Click, because if we continue going up here, we'll get to the point where the windmill was,
That's right.
where the Roman temple once was,
Yeah.
and then, as I said before, the Lancing Ring and the dew pond.
Yeah, I know you mentioned all that at the beginning of the video. But
I said all that.
I know you just said all that.
I mean, I've said it. It's like, you have to say things several times to this one.
But the internal map has just clicked into place.
Yes. So I reckon if we can get up here, we'll get out onto that bit and have a rest and a stop of our video on one of those chairs.
Lovely, lovely.
It means nothing to you lot, but it kind of means something to us, because we've stopped and walked up there after filming on some occasions, coming back that way, and just had a picnic lunch before I dropped you home.
Or to school.
Or to school, yeah, that was the usual kiddie.
That's the thing.
There we are. How about that? We've got a nice little bench here to sit on, and
Lovely view.
and a beautiful view. Yes, absolutely. And the sun is shining. It's very bright though.
Shame I forgot my sunnies.
Yes, I haven't got any sun. I've only got the one eye, but it seems to be just all right with the sun mostly. But because the sun is low, it is particularly in your face.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has just been a very relaxed, simple little video, as you've seen, just to do something less intense and less research-riddled than the normal Sussex border walk, but and also just to get out and get some fresh air, which has been lovely.
A soul walk
Yes,
rather than a...
although I wasn't walking on my soul. I wasn't solely I can't get the jokes.
I'm sure you were walking on both of your souls.
Oh yes, that's right, thanks. Good. Well,
I know.
anyway, thank you for watching, and no doubt if the weather improves, I'll be back out on my Sussex border path. But it's lovely to see you, Julia.
It's absolutely wonderful to be getting out. Thank you very much for letting me come along.
And sorry that you haven't really seen much of Joe recently, but he is there. It's just we've taken advantage again of him sleeping.
Yes, toddlerhood is a tricky time, isn't it?
Yeah. So till next time, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now. Bye-bye.